Looks like I'm getting a job offer.
Nice.
Finally.
Is the job market like really fucked right now?
No, to be honest, I haven't been looking that hard. I actually haven't physically applied to a place. I've just been responding to recruiters.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's just a lot of interviews and work around that. It's actually a much better time to look for a job now than it was a year ago.
Yeah.
I'll have to switch my view to long term versus being on here and day trading constantly. I need money. I'm gonna have to send Tim Erica a little gift.
Did he get you a
Did he get
job?
you? No, but he helped me the other night because I was doing a project based off of what they could do for Chipotle. And he's a Chipotle fan and gave me basically did like a research study for me.
Nice.
You're working at Chipotle?
What?
I said you're gonna go work at Chipotle?
That's
No,
racist.
work for a company that work for a company that works with Chipotle, among others.
Costco just doesn't want to get back above his daily pivot. 384. Jets is holding on to VWAP so far. AFRM is probably one of my favorite charts right now. Very, very clean chart. AFRM and LULU. I like LULU a lot. I'm sure the leaps on LULU are pretty expensive. Let's see.
You think it could get to 340 by next week?
Yeah. Should be pretty easy.
Those calls have a decent amount of interest.
Oh yeah, their leaps are really expensive. How's the open interest? Yeah, it's not good. Their options are pretty shit.
I was looking long term for like 360s or something, but there was just nothing.
Yeah, their Januaries and Decembers are bad. What about July? Yeah, July sucks too.
18th is really the only thing with volume.
Yeah, the 340s.
Yeah.
You have a lot of theta though. Hey, Pancho. Going on? The car chart is really good. CAR, Avis Budget Group.
I wish I bought Hertz like a month ago. They're an OTC stock right now.
Car leaps aren't too bad. How's the open interest? Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, no problem, Poncho. I'll keep doing the scanner streams as long as they keep getting decent views. I notice they don't get a lot of like live viewers, but they do well in like viewership overall. As long as they keep up with my normal streams, I'll probably keep doing them. Just trying to improve my impressions on YouTube. Get a different kind of a stream going. Get a different kind of crowd on YouTube who like search for stuff like that. And it has done just that. It's helped my impressions so far. When I get back from vacation, I've got a lot of stuff planned to boost the stream and social media marketing and stuff. So we got a lot of stuff planned in the works. I'm gonna work on building some alerts and stuff for YouTube as well. I'll add the tiers and whatnot with like the little badges. Probably work on some like little emojis. I'm still very behind in a lot of things right now. I gotta catch up on the bot. A couple of other things I was working on I gotta finish up. I've been dealing with a lot of shit IRL. A lot of health issues and looking for houses. Been a nightmare.
Sounds like a good time to go on vacation.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm going on vacation. Gonna get a nice little reset. Gonna come back and try to get everything done. NIO looks good, man. NIO looks really strong. I closed my NIO shares. I was gonna re-enter them when it broke 43. I was actually away during that day, June 7th. That was one of my days I went to go see the doctor. Then it pulled back, and I thought about re-entering when it broke 44.50. It's just a little high. Like the stop loss would be probably around like 42, and if it came back down to retest the wedge, you're kind of losing the gains that you got from the low. I was talking about this in Discord where I had such a good entry on NIO that I probably could have ignored the daily and just looked at this on a weekly time frame. Because I basically entered right down here around 34 when it bounced off the 50-week moving average. And I still stand by my plan. I think this gets to 50. I think it gets to 60. I think this could easily be the thing that sends it back in the all-time high. So I don't think it's going to lose steam anytime soon. But if it does pull back to anywhere around like 41-ish, 43, I might pick my shares back up. Originally, I tried to make some rules for myself where I'd only have 3 positions open. And right now, I think I have like 5. So with NIO, I think it was closer to 6. So I'm trying not to open any new ones. And that's also holding me back from re-entering on NIO. I definitely don't want to open a bunch of positions while I'm going on vacation. Like right now I'm in Costco, which is underwater a little bit. I'm in INSG, which is up. This one's pretty good. I'm in XRT, which is green. I'm in Jets, which is pretty much break even. And then all these right here are long term, so those don't really count. So I'm in like 4 short term positions. So I think that's a pretty good spot to go on vacation. I did find a lot of really good charts today, though. Like ROKU looks really good. Firm looks really good. Breaking this downtrend here. Crowd looks fantastic. Perfect bulldog breakout. Car looks really good. If it had some more volume, it would look better. LULU looks fantastic. So if you guys don't have any share positions open, these are all shares that look really good. I think LULU and Car are probably 2 of the best. And then a Firm, Crowd are very good as well. Crowd looks really good. Crowd is definitely a breakout happening. And of course, I still like NIO. DoorDash, very strong. Costco's a little interesting here because it's kind of rolling over. So this might be a little dangerous for our shares. But the volume is extremely low. So the sell volume here is really not threatening. But if it does start to lose like 378, 377, I'll probably cut my shares. We'll see how it does next week. And then AG, silver was having a really good day yesterday and then just gave away all of its gains today. One thing about silver, you just can't trust any of its moves. Still stuck in this range here. Dixie climbing a little bit. So that little bull div that we were talking about on Dixie, this massive bull div that it's been in for the past few months, we're finally playing out. You can see that rotation back to the highs. Got a little bit of resistance around like 91. That's probably going to go test. You do have the 50-day moving average coming in, which could push it down. USD, JPY also holding a little uptrend here. So the dollar is pretty strong. You can see Euro, USD going down, which also implies the dollar being strong. The dollar being strong is what's hurting silver, and it's also what's making ES struggle up here. Yeah, Fisker, Lee Automotive, XPeng, all those ETFs, even like the lithium ones, or not ETFs, all those stocks. Even the lithium ETFs, though, they look really good. SQM. You had LIT. Yeah, look at LIT. And then what was the other one? LIT, SQM. What was it? It was A something. American Lithium, I believe it was. American Lithium.
LTHM.
Is that what it is?
I'm not sure.
LAC, Lithium Americas Corp. That's another lithium one. Not doing too good though. SQM and LIT are definitely the winners. No problem, Chad. Yeah, Zoom doesn't look too bad. Another one that's I saw on my scanner, yeah, Zoom looks pretty good, was XM. This thing was pumping earlier today. But yeah, Zoom had kind of like an ugly, could almost be an inverse head and shoulders, more like a downtrend. Broke out of it and retested it, popped above it. Not too bad. You look at this on a weekly, we're breaking this little downtrend here. Kind of like a massive falling wedge, could be even like a bull flag. But we're not back above the 50 week. So if it gets back above the 50 week, then this would be a pretty good chart. Yeah, Vivian, I think that was one of them. What's the ticker for that? Is that LAC? That's one I just looked at, I think. Is that ABML? No, it's a different one. There's another big ETF that I'm thinking about. I think it has a G in it. LAG. It's G something. SQM, LIT, and there's one more. What happened to Honeywell's stock? Honeywell's not HON anymore?
Isn't it like HMY or? Oh, it was HON.
Oh no, it's still HON. I don't know why it's not showing up on my other. That's weird. They've actually been doing very well. This was one of the ones I told you guys would do very well when Biden got elected. And it's basically gone straight up since then. NIO's trying to bounce a little bit here. MDLA is the biggest gainer today of the big companies. Massive move, actually. Look at that thing. It's up 18% almost. Not sure what they do. Second biggest gain is AMC for about 11%. And then ZH. I don't think I've seen this before. Fairly new company. Nice little cup here. Rounded bottom. Beautiful. Breaking to an all-time high today. Up 11%. Not too bad. And then TSP. I saw this one on the scanner earlier. Another newer company breaking out. It's a little hard to jump in NIO right now, but I do think long term it does continue to 50 to 60. NIO is one of the biggest gainers today of the big companies, up 7%. 78 million shares traded today. As well as XPEV. All the other EV companies are doing well along with NIO. That QFin company, one of you guys was asking about on stream the other day, had a nice little breakout today. Still maintaining that bullish fork. I think all the tech giants are going to have a strong Q4. If you look at their charts, they're all, even if you look at Qs, all the charts are setting up for a breakout, it looks like. I think the last quarter of the year is going to be pretty strong for them. AMC's getting a little action here. LULU high a day. LULU is a very clean chart, one of the best charts around right now. Altria is getting a lot of calls. It's kind of weird though. It's actually red today and it's a pretty nasty candle. Pretty big engulfing candle. I think today is a dividend day, or on Monday it is. Somebody's buying calls though. 423,000 calls, almost no puts. So someone's betting on this bouncing even after dividend. QQQ is the tech ETF. Like the second largest heavily traded ETF in the US market. Little volume spike coming in on ZH, one of the biggest movers today. What else is popping up here? Big C, actually. We haven't seen that name in a while. How they doing? Still trying to come out of that downtrend. They had this nasty downtrend they've been in basically since inception. Pretty nice candle this week, though, up almost 10%. Back above the 21 week. The daily recovered the 50 week. 21 cross. That's pretty strong. How's the bot look on that? The bot had a daily buy on May 20th. No weekly buy yet, but that should be coming in pretty soon. 4-hour buy was really clean. Yeah, it looks pretty strong. What's my take on Tesla? Tesla's just stuck under a lot of resistance. It's finding a bottom. It has a lot of support down here. You can see all the supports coming in on the bot. You got pivots down here as well. So a lot of buyers like sub 600, 590, 550, 575. But nobody wants to buy it above 600. Every time it breaks 600, it goes back down. So until you start reclaiming the resistance around like 630, 650, 670, it's a hard bet. You're right on the 50-week moving average, which is exactly why I took the NIO trade, which netted us 20%. And if I would have held, we could have even taken more off that. It's up like 35% plus from the 50-week. So if you think Tesla follows the same pattern, which is funny, Tesla usually leads NIO, and now it looks like it's lagging NIO. So if Tesla follows, look at their charts. They're almost identical. You have the massive breakout and then a pullback to the 50-week. And then you have a small bull div that calls the bottom, right? Same thing with Tesla. Massive breakout, pull back to the 50-week, small bull div. So look back at NIO one more time. It doesn't really have a massive volume spike, so you don't really need a whole lot of volume for this to bounce, right? If it wants to follow NIO, it doesn't really need a whole lot of volume. You can see kind of what we're doing here. It's in like a bullish pennant. You have a really long pennant. Could consider a descending triangle. The problem is, if it loses this level on a longer term basis, there's not a whole lot of support below you. So if you lose like this area right around 550 down to 525, the next big support wouldn't be until like 450. You see how we kind of have some value down here? And I can eyeball that, but if you want to look at it with more of a technical standpoint, pull up the volume profile, and you can see that on a volume profile. Let me get rid of some of this older stuff. And you see that volume? We got massive value right around here, which is where the POC is. But there's really nothing in between. So if you lose that like 540, 525 area, which is also the 50-week, there's really nothing stopping you. There's also a gap there that you could fill. There's nothing stopping you from going lower. So you got to be a little careful there. But same thing can be said for the bull case. If we break this little downtrend here, break above like 690, 700, there's really nothing above this little area here. A lot of resistance up here. all the way up until like 700, but then there's really nothing until like 850. That kind of value right there. So honestly, if you wanted like a low risk, long-term entry on Tesla, really anything in this area here would be like a low risk entry because you could just put your stop loss kind of below that zone and then target like 800 to 850. But right now you wouldn't really be buying it with any confirmation. There's only a bull div. There's no like price action confirmation. Getting back above the 21 week would definitely help.
Get Bitcoin.
What's Bitcoin doing?
Oh, it looks good on a 5-minute.
Yeah, it is pumping a little bit. A bunch of buy signals came in. It's actually back above that daily pivot.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. I was underwater for the last few hours, but it came back.
Those Lulu 340s are moving.
Lulu's a really clean chart.
I'm up 15%.
Really clean.
Can you look at Air Canada, Deja?
What?
I'm in from like 24, and I don't know where a good take profit is.
What's the ticker on that?
AC.
$29.90 is a daily pivot.
Yeah, it looked like it got front run a little bit today, but
Yeah. The weekly looks really good. Breaking a big pivot on the weekly. I'm guessing the bot's long on this. Let's see.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, the weekly's been long for a while. That's clean.
The daily was long, right off the blue pivot.
Yep. Yeah, you got a bot resistance and a pivot at $29.90. It's just getting sold a little bit.
Is it like an ascending wedge, would you say, on the daily?
It's like an inverse head and shoulders. And the neckline would be like 28. As long as you stay above 28, I think it's pretty strong.
Do you see the like massive ascending wedge though?
Yeah, if you zoom out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're looking at.
I would assume most airlines have the same pattern.
Yeah, I haven't looked at really any individual airlines. I've been looking at jets and they're struggling.
AAL looks clean.
The other airlines look like Air Canada, even though it's a little different market.
Yeah, they all look pretty much the same. Boeing looks identical.
Hmm.
Yeah, Boeing's failing a weekly resistance. HYLN, let me see. Too early to trade this, to be honest. Way below its weekly 50. I mean, you could go for like a vacuum, like back into the weekly 50. But it's failing the weekly 21, so you can't even get back to the 50 yet. You are, I think, trying to break this downtrend. Let's see. Yeah, so you're breaking the downtrend on the weekly, which is good. It's a good start. Next stop would be reclaiming the 50,
Lulu.
which is pretty far away, so got a long way to go for that. But like I said, if it closes above the 21, you could go for like a little vacuum up into the 21, up into the $21 area. Right now it's failing it though. So it's going to be a nasty weekly close.
Oh, Luca was chatting.
I haven't really looked at DraftKings or Penn recently. The betting stocks kind of died out like kind of after the Super Bowl, to be honest. The Super Bowl was like the top. The problem with these stocks is they were relying on all the sports news coming back. So like all the hockey and UFC and football, constant news of them coming back was pushing it higher. And then you had the states like opening up their betting laws. But then once all the fundamental news died off, they had no juice left. They just died. They're starting to bounce, but they're not the cleanest charts right now, to be honest. Penn looks better than DraftKings, I will say. Penn is bouncing off the 50 week, which is good. You're also starting to accumulate on the daily, so it definitely looks like it wants to go higher. Cardano, I haven't looked at a crypto chart in like a month, Doctor.
Wow. You know how like buzz sucks?
Yep.
You see FOMO?
What is it, another
There's an
ETF?
ETF called FOMO that launched like a week or two ago. That basically is the same type of concept, but it looks like it's actually working.
This looks pretty bad, Doctor. ADA, looks like it's rolling over. Lower highs, sell signals, failing VWAP, failing 50, failing 21, low momentum, low volume. I mean, crypto across the board looks like dog shit, to be honest, man.
Shut up.
I mean, Bitcoin looks decent.
Bitcoin's gonna lead. It's gonna lead no matter what.
Bitcoin looks decent. Yeah. 1 hour Bitcoin looks like it wants to go higher. But the altcoins look like dog shit. I'm still holding BNB and FTT, so I feel the pain. I don't even have to look at the chart. Poncho, I can tell you Doge looks like dog shit. Yeah, dog shit. They're all dog shit.
Look at the BTC futures on the daily. It's not even above the pivot yet.
This was the level I gave you guys way back when Doge was pumping. I gave that to you as support, and I told you if it lost it, it was going to be bad news. You lost it, retested it, and now you're getting wrecked. There is you couldn't name a crypto chart that looks good, really. What were you saying to look at, Siggy?
BTC futures, CME.
What's their ticker?
One exclamation
Oh
mark.
yeah. What are you talking about, the gap fill?
Not the gap fill. It's how the perps are above the daily pivot right now, but
Oh,
the futures
yeah.
aren't.
That pivot's even cleaner, the CME one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could go for a Joe Killer trade. Fucking buy and hold on until 49K. But there's also another gap down at 23K.
Massive fucking gap.
So
I think 45 is a clean target.
no, it is. Yep. There's a big volume gap around like 41. I'd probably peace out at 41, then get out at 45. Yeah, Lulu's chatting. I'm telling you, it's the best chart right now.
The best clothes in the market right now.
Lulu is really good. I'm actually going to Lulu today.
What are you gonna get?
I don't know. I've never been to their store. I've always bought online.
What are you looking for? I can tell you.
Tank tops and
I'm not a
shorts,
tank
maybe.
top guy.
Yeah, I'm going to the beach. I need some tank tops.
Game-
Show off my guns.
GameStop is moving upwards.
It would help if I didn't stop going to the gym during COVID.
Go for the bow line shorts.
Bowline shorts.
Yeah.
I bought some shorts. I don't know if they're bowline.
You like them above your knees or what?
Yeah, just in that, not like European, but yeah, above my knees. Not,
You
it
don't
doesn't
want
bother.
to moose knuckle it.
Yeah, like right above my knee is about where I draw the line. I don't want to look like a frat boy, and I don't want to look like a European, like the super short shorts. It's funny when you go on cruises, you can always tell the Europeans because they're wearing the tiniest fucking bathing suits, or their shorts are just really tight.
I couldn't do that. I can't wear shorts that split my balls.
Yeah. Lulu's chatting.
Oh wow, it's over 337 now. Nice.
This was on the scanner. If you guys are watching the scanner stream, the reason I caught high of this was it was on the bottom left scanner, the one down here.
I did the other day. I went to Lulu and bought like 5 shirts and a pair of shorts, and it was like $700.
Yeah, they get you. I think I spent like 300 after you told me about them. I bought like a bunch of underwear and tank tops and shorts.
Get sweats for the stream. You won't regret it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get sweats towards the winter. Probably pick them up around Christmas. I have so many sweats. I like American Eagle sweats. They're the most comfortable ones I have.
Do you have outlets near you, like a Lulu outlet?
Not an outlet. I think I just have like a normal store. There's one in
Okay.
Gainesville.
Those 340s are up 33% now.
Nice.
In
The
the
pivots.
States.
The pivots are coming from the OTS, Vivian. Oasis Trading Suite. Go ahead.
In the States, you guys have outlets near the airports.
No.
We have airports that have fucking tons of stores inside of them.
Mm. You guys don't pay taxes in the airports, right?
No.
Nice.
Yeah, like Dulles near me, it's got a ton of shit inside of it.
I think we pay taxes on clothing anyway.
You
You
pay
don't?
taxes on everything. Sales tax.
At the airport?
I think New York City does.
No, I mean everything.
Oh,
Anything
yeah,
you
yeah.
buy at a store in most states, sales tax.
Oregon. That's where you gotta go.
Oh no, it's clothing and footwear under $110. You don't pay any sales tax.
Is that New Jersey?
New York City. In
Oh, New
State.
York. Yeah. Nvidia doesn't look too bad. Who asked about that? Oreo? It's not terrible. Little daily breakout of a bull flag. Weekly just going vertical. It's something that would be very hard to buy up here, though. You would have to wait for a pullback. Way too far away from the 21. How does Snap look? Take a look. Looks pretty good. Still beating myself up for selling those shares. Breaking the daily pivot. Not too bad. Nice little pinch here on the moving averages. Nice volume gain. Only downside is there's not a lot of momentum here on this move. Car looks like it wants to go higher. We called this out in the morning. Another one that was on the scanners. Pretty much all the things right here were on the scanners. If you guys are watching the scanner stream. Crowd. Beautiful chart that popped up in the morning. Affirm. Roku, Lulu, Car, and then NIO. And then Dash was an older one on the scanners. So I'm not going to be here all next week, guys. So it's going to be the longest break that I've had from stream in a while. But if you guys are Discord members, I am going to try to leave my stream up for the scanners the entire time that I'm gone. So you'll still have access to the scanners, hopefully. If something happens, I'll just tell my sister to stop by my house and try to fix it. But they should be running for the most part. But I'll be gone from Monday to Friday for stream, and then we'll be back the Monday after. If you guys are in Discord as well, I'll be posting the daily analysis just as I normally do. Hopefully the fucking Wi-Fi works at the beach house. I won't be around too much in the mornings. I might be hanging out in voice chat, like if anything crazy's going on. Not in the actual voice chat, but in the text channel. But I'll be posting analysis, like I said, probably typically around the same time. Yeah, Dash looks really good, BJ. It's a really clean chart. It's not even getting started yet, too. That's the thing. Like, it's up 6% today, 6% yesterday. It hasn't even started its move. The big move is above 155. Above 155, you're getting to 180 to 200 easily. Look at the volume coming in on Lulu. Big volume the past like 20 minutes. Let me actually do something real fast. I know you guys are going to ask about the scanners. Let me grab that clip. It's going to be hard to find it. And then this is just a very good indicator of which direction it's going to go. The scanner below that is a short squeeze scanner. Look, I lost it again. The scanner below that is a short squeeze scanner. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to make a
have, like,
clip
a
so I don't have to keep going over what my scanners do. I'm gonna just give you guys a little video. What's going on, guys? I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown of the scanners. I know a lot of you guys are watching, you don't really know what we're looking at. I went over this on yesterday's stream, on the scanner stream. I'll try to do it at least once a stream. If I do these scanner streams, I need to make like a clip that I can just copy and paste, so I don't have to do this all the time. But it's pretty standard, pretty easy. The top left is just a call scanner. You're looking at a lot of call flow, things that are getting unusual options. Scanner looks for penny stocks that are getting good volume. And then this is just a volume scanner to show you the things that are getting the highest volume on the day. But that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. All right, there we go. How to read the scanners. All right, when that's done, I'll send you guys a link to that, and I'll make the bot post it. I went over HYLN already. You guys like that stock? Is it coming up on a scanner or something? What's going on with that? You guys like these dog shit stocks, man. This thing is one of the worst charts I've seen all day. Yeah, the weekly chart, you're breaking out of this downtrend, which is good, but you're failing the 21 and failing VWAP. So until it consistently stays above like 1350, I wouldn't really touch that thing. LULU 338.
Yes, sir.
Just a beautiful chart. The weekly is just getting started because you just reclaimed the 50 week. So long term could easily get back to 360, even 380.
Look at the Moderna, the 30-minute or even 15-minute. If you draw a trend line from that top on the 7th all week, it's about to break out of that. It's actually breaking out right now.
Yeah, the weekly on that's been flying too. Shit, you asked if Lulu could hit 340 by next week. It could hit it by today. The thing keeps going. Look at that volume. 5-minute volume is disgusting.
Yeah, I'm up 45%.
Yeah, I think ROKU looks pretty good. ROKU's already breaking the downtrend. No, it's already reclaimed the 50. It's a little choppy on the weekly. But if you can hold above like 362-ish, get a nice little pump off this wedge, I think it looks pretty good. You've already broken out of the wedge in my eyes. I mean, you could be looking at this line here. There is another line, kind of like this one. But even that one, you're slightly breaking out of that one too. Where's the anchored VWAP on this one? Okay, so look at where we're failing. That's where we're actually failing. We're failing the anchored VWAP from the all-time high. So once you get above that, that should be a nice little trigger. What's going on, Jake? Yeah, it's not a bad line. I do like that line. The reason I like my line is because it's from the all-time high. If you're looking at just purely price action, this line is better because you have more touches. You could also take like that. I don't really like that one. If I took this line, I'd probably take the bodies. So you're either taking the bodies or you're taking the all-time high wicks. What I think about Rocket, it's slowly recovering from that nasty sell-off, but it's still very, very choppy. I mean, you can look at this entire thing as a range. Like that, it's just dog shit. Like the weekly is untradeable. And trust me, we've tried. We've tried to trade this. We made a nice little gain on that massive pump, but that's about it. The indexes are flying here into the close. Little 5-minute pump. What's going on, boss? DoorDash having a nice little close here too. Look at the volume coming in on DoorDash. That's definitely one you want to watch next week. You always want to watch things that are getting very good volume on Friday close, and then go back and look at them on Monday open, and see if they have follow through. If LULU and DoorDash get some follow through volume on Monday open, they're going to fly. Yeah, boss, Bitcoin doesn't look that bad. We were just talking about it earlier. It's reclaiming a daily pivot. Got a nice little consolidation here on top of support. If you can hold above like 38, 39, the obvious target would be like 45. There's a small resistance around 41 too. Any good weekend lottos? What do you mean, Jake? You mean like for Monday's open?
It's a bad strategy.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. If you like lottos, you want to trade same day on Friday, or you want to buy them like on Monday or Wednesday for the Friday lotto.
Talking about theta burn.
You don't want to buy on Friday to trade on Monday. It's very hard to make money that way. PLX? No, I haven't seen PLX. Looks pretty shitty though. Looks like a pump and dump. Looks worse than a pump and dump. Oh yeah, it's dog shit. Don't trade that. It's funny, one that one of our Discord members asked me about yesterday. I went over this on stream. Which one was it? It was the one CB liked. Let me see if I can find it. NOVN. We talked about this on stream. I think it was yesterday. And I said there was a big bull div here, but it looked like a pretty shitty chart. That was the only thing good going for it was the bull div. And that's what played out there. The bull div happened, and then some news came in to speed it up, and then rocketed. Technicals and fundamentals, man, they always line up. You have a technical pattern here. Obviously, it wasn't going to do that, but then a fundamental news announcement came out to speed it up, then it exploded.
Something like LULU, which I just bought, and now I'm up 59%, like expires next Friday. Is there no point to holding these over the weekend? Or
I personally probably wouldn't. I mean, it's a really good close, though. But even a small doji, like if it dojis on Monday, your gains are gone. I mean, and there's nothing stopping you from rebuying it on Monday. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's plenty of room for it to run.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you from rebuying it.
I lose 40 cents per day on premium. Like, it's basically wipes out everything.
Typically, every time that I do what you're doing, or like I did something, or I opened something and I did really well right away, and I'm like, fuck, I'll just hold on to it. The gains disappear very quickly. It almost never works out in my favor. You just ran out of time, though.
No, I sold it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
It was a good trade.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you. And like LULU, if you look at LULU, it's not a gapper. This thing like never gaps. Very, very rarely does this thing gap. And it only gaps around news. It doesn't gap technically.
All right, I gotta run. Have a good vacation.
Yep, appreciate it. What do I think about the overall market? Are all markets in chop mode for the foreseeable future? What's going on with equities is it's technically the summer, right? So like June, July, August, these are like quote unquote the summer months. So you get like typically lower volume. You can get more chop. If you look at the seasonality, these months are typically smaller. Like you don't have very big gains. You don't have very big losses. They're just kind of average. So that's happening just basically across the board. You have some little name stocks that are running, but you're not seeing like across the board everything's uptrending or downtrending. And that's basically what you're going to be looking at for the next few months, most likely. And then looking at crypto honestly might have a little breakout here pretty soon. It looks like it's ready to get out of this consolidation, I'd probably say within the next week or two. So I'd watch out for that. But I do have to go, guys. I got to get ready for my vacation. Like I said, I will not be streaming next week. So I will not be streaming Monday through Friday. So you'll miss me all 5 days. I am going to try to put out the summary of markets on Sunday. Hopefully I have good internet connection. I'm going to the beach, so I have no idea yet. But keep an eye on Sunday. I'm going to try to put that out. If I don't, I'll let you guys know on Twitter. If you guys are in Discord, like I said, I will be posting the daily analysis every single day, typically around the same time. I'm just not going to be hanging out in voice chat basically the whole time I'm gone. So if you guys need anything, you can just message me in Discord and I'll be around. But I'm just not going to be in voice chat. I am going to try to leave my scanners up though, so we'll have the scanners open. So you guys can just watch the scanners, and most of the shit that I call out for you guys are coming from the scanners anyway. So if you guys just pay attention to the scanners, it'll help you guys out a lot. But all right, guys, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys not next week, but the week after. You guys have a good week. I'll let you guys know next week is quad witching as well, so it's going to be a little volatile. So there's a lot of rollovers happening on contracts. There's a lot of contracts expiring. You have futures rolling over with the ES and NASDAQ. So be very careful next week if you guys are trading. But all right, you guys have a good one. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys a week from now. Peace.